and welcome to the Business Spotlight interview series. I'm your host, Sonali Nigam, and today I'm joined by Divyesh Kamdar, Director at Comline Auto Parts. Divyesh, thank you so much for joining us.
A great pleasure to be with you today.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much. So, would you like to kick us off with a brief background as to who you are and what you do?
First of all, thanks very much for the invitation. Delighted to be here. My name is Divyesh Kamdar, and I'm the head of the Comline Group. We are a distributor of car parts, brake pads, filters, etc. A European business that has got a number of centers in Greece, Spain, Athens, and here our main center in the UK.
Lovely. So, more than a decade, Devesh, that you've been in the business, as we were chatting just before the interview. So, what do you attribute your growth to?
Comline is a car parts distribution business, and the main focus is on the word distribution. So, as far as distribution is concerned, essentially following the fundamentals of good distribution, which is making sure that we have the right parts on the right shelves on the right areas at all times, making sure that we price competitively, but then thereafter making sure that our delivery systems are very good in terms of being able to deliver products to customers on a 24, 48-hour basis, on a 7-day basis, etc. And then most importantly, to build our brands so that with our brands, our customers can upsell them and make more money with those brands.
Lovely. What would you say, Devesh, our biggest learning as a owner of a business running successfully?
Um, what I've learned over the last many years in trying to build this business is that the absolute key thing is to have resilience and to have resolve. Building businesses is a roller coaster. It's an extreme roller coaster on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and you need resilience and you need resolve. The highs and the lows are extreme, but they are very satisfying. So the key challenge for any successful business person is to make sure that they remain resilient and they have strong resolve to ride the highs and the lows.
Interesting, and you've literally picked the right notes. That's what I feel, and there are a lot of business owners listening to you, Devesh. What are some common misconceptions about running a business, and how do you address them?
I mean, the most common misconception of owning and running a business is that it's extremely hard, it's extremely stressful, it's difficult. But the reality is that while business is difficult, I mean, it's hard work, and as I mentioned, it's a roller coaster. It's actually not that difficult if it's totally passionate about trying to build your business. You take it in your stride, and because you have the roller coaster, it comes easily. You just get on with it and you do it, and so therefore it's not hard, it's not difficult, it's not impossible. So that's the first misconception that people have. The second misconception that most people have is that actually it's very difficult to find a business or to build a business, and I think that's wrong as well. In this world, there's only 2, 3, 4 companies like Apple or Google that have completely revolutionized with something new. The vast majority of other businesses are what I call Me Too businesses, as in somebody else has done it before or is doing it already. So therefore, if you want to start and build a business, so long as you're slightly more passionate and slightly more committed than your competitor, over time you will succeed. It'll happen for you, and that's perhaps the most satisfying thing there is.
Devesh, you rightly said that. And when you say there are a lot of difficulties, but then you need to continue moving forward with it. Talking about difficulties and challenges, I mean, would you say are the current challenges that you're facing in your business, and how do you address them?
Within the UK business, the biggest challenges that we are facing at the moment, unfortunately, have come about from the recent budget changes. The budget changes have meant that our costs for labor have increased significantly with national insurance, with the thresholds, and also an employer's right bill that's coming through that is going to cause companies like us to have more difficulty recruiting and retaining staff. Productivity in the UK businesses needs to build up. But the prices that have been pushed on us are very difficult. The other thing that's happened for business owners is that the whole tax regime with regard to capital gains and inheritance tax, etc., has changed quite significantly. It used to be incredibly attractive to try and build businesses in the UK. It's become less so now.
Right. And when we talk about, the employees within the business and the team that is working for you. So what qualities do you look for in employees when you're working with them, and how do you foster a positive and a productive work environment? Divyesh?
As far as our employees are concerned, the thing we look for most when we recruit is the person must have a can-do, will-do attitude. When you're running a small SME like ours, and you're trying to build a business through the roller coaster, you need people who are ready to step up, who are
Yeah.
ready to take everything in their stride, ready to take the punches, ready to get stuck in, ready to make things happen for themselves. So that's the first thing we look for. The second thing we look for also is a degree of fairness and integrity in the person, that the person is ready, willing, and able to work for a team, to work with the team, to work for a team. And they're not coming here for just a 9 to 5 job. In terms of trying to foster a broader culture within the business, we've always believed in fairness and openness within our businesses. So we communicate extremely well with the individual. We communicate through whole forums so that people know what's happening within the businesses at all stages. And then also we have very open communication lines for feedback. So we're regularly feedbacking to people as to how they're doing, what they're doing better, what they could be doing better, etc. So and it's a two-way communication all the time. The other thing, I suppose, is that we try and create a fun environment, and I'm very pleased that 15 years into this journey, I still have people who are working with me who started with me. So clearly, we must be doing a
Oh,
few things
wow.
right. Yeah.
That's really nice, Divesh, and that says a lot about the way you manage your team. And we've talked various aspects about your business. Let's quickly talk about the personal life a bit. Strike that perfect balance between the personal life and the professional one.
I used the word passion earlier. To be honest, I don't understand work-life balance at all. I don't separate the two. But what is of course important is that business building businesses is stressful. It's hard work, and so therefore you need a supportive environment around you. You need a family that's supportive. If your spouse or your partner needs to be able to understand the journey you want to try and go on, and be with you on that journey, and then also for your wider family to know and understand, because the highs and lows are extreme. That does reflect on the family. But in terms of work-life balance, there's 24 hours in a day, and I think you can have it all. You can try and build a business, you can raise a family, you can pursue your hobbies, you can enjoy life. The passion drives it. There's 24 hours in a day. There's a lot you can do in 24 hours.
Divesh, you made it sound so easy. I know this wouldn't be that easy, but then thank you for saying that. And I'm sure our audience have picked up and learned up so many things so far. So, is there any closing remark or a golden nugget that you would like to share with the audience? Of course, we know you're passion driven, but then any more golden nuggets that you would like to share?
If it's one last thought, if you're building a business or thinking about building a business, just do everything a little bit better than your peer competitors. If you keep on doing just everything a little bit better, the compounding effect of that is something that will surprise you.
Wow, I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time today. And Divesh, it was great meeting you and learning so much about your journey. And to everyone watching, I look forward to see you in my next episode. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.